Back in Pakistan, when I was in 9th grade, we had a speech competition. There were 45 kids, and almost all of them had delivered the speeches, and only a few of them were left. And one of them was me. Due to the shortage of time, my teacher asked if there's someone who's willing to present. I wanted to go, but I was so nervous that I could feel my heart pumping and my legs shaking. But I still knew that my speech is good, and I could win it. I was confident that I can do it, but I still couldn't raise my hand. I eventually went up there and started speaking. Time went so fast that I did not even realize 20 minutes were over. I ended up winning the competition, but I still had to question, why was it so difficult to listen to my own voice, even when I knew what I'll be doing is all right? There are always two sides, an organized one and an unorganized one. The organized one is filled with great things, great talent, and great ability. The unorganized side is crowded with opinions, doubts, emotions, fear, and past. When it comes to making a choice, the unorganized side surrounds the organized one, and it does not let her see clearly. And that's the time where it feels like a tornado, and you can't see anything, and you start listening to the fear, the voice, and the subconscious voice inside you. And you make a decision listening to the noise of it. And you start choosing what seems logical and appropriate in that unorganized area. Why do we keep telling ourselves about the things that we aren't good at? Why do we keep questioning ourselves? We have to accept the good and the bad. Now, most of our mind is filled with other people's opinions, and we're strangled by those opinions. Some of them are good ones, and some of them are bad ones. Hazrat Ali said, aim to live in this world without allowing the world to live inside you. Because when a boat sits on water, it sails perfectly. But when water gets inside the boat, it sinks. Why is that before doing anything, instead of taking our own opinion, we always go to other people for their opinions? And we always feel satisfied with their opinions. People will give their opinions, but you are the one who will decide what you want to do with your life. People who give you their opinions are just occupying the space surrounding you, which is stopping you to look out at your surroundings. Do what makes you feel alive and happy. The day we start listening to our own voice, we have already started growing bigger. Every time you do something small, it always leads to a bigger accomplishment. We have a habit. Every day, we wake up on the same side of the bed at the same time, drink coffee, brush teeth, and go to work. Back then, in my class, I was nervous. I was nervous to raise my hand because my habit was telling me, don't do it. But my inner voice was telling me to do it. The question is how to change that habit. Your mind is inside your body, and your body is used to doing the same things that you have been doing every day for 24 hours, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year. At first, when you start entering the river of change, it will never feel right. Your body is not used to it. Your body will always say, it's different. It's difficult. Let's start tomorrow. It was difficult for me to raise my hand. It was different. One way to change is to meditate and rehearse. Meditation is to think deeply and focus on one's mind in silence. Whenever we're in the outside world, our environment completely controls our thinking. Every person we talk to gives us some sort of emotion, opinion, or reminds us of something that we did in our past. For example, when I walk into my English class, I feel happy. I feel accomplished. When I walk into my calc class, it reminds me of how bad geometry is for me. Sorry, Mr. Walsh. But when I talk to my 7-year-old cousin, it reminds me of my childhood and how great it was. When I start meditating, I have earbuds on, or soft music is playing in the background. I'm disconnected from the outside world. And that's when I really get a chance to babysit my body and ask it to obey me for 30 minutes. Studies have shown that meditation reduces stress-related conditions, such as anxiety and depression. Meditation increases a sense of connection to yourself and others. Meditation increases your sense of purpose and meaning. When I meditate, there's only one thing I focus on. It's either my mind or my breathing. When I meditate, I listen to the silence of the mind and not the noise of it. And that's the time when I start focusing on the things inside me or the questions that I have for myself. I even write down the questions that I have for myself. And the question can be as simple as, who am I? Or what do I want to do with my life? Now, I don't find the answers right after I meditate, but as the day goes on, I find them when I least expect them. When I meditate, there's that one voice that comes in, and that's my inner voice. The voice that told me that my speech is good, and I could win it. At that time, my habit said not to raise my hand. But my inner voice said, hell yeah, do it. 2 months ago, my little hidden inner voice said that Hafsa, fill out the application for the TED Talk. And here I am, standing on this stage in front of all of you, giving a TED Talk. Thank you.